When you buy an equity, the price goes up, your profit goes up. And if the price goes down, then you lose. So if the price comes down to 1370, you lose 10 rupees. If the price comes down to 1360, you lose 20 rupees. If the price comes down to 1350, you lose 30 rupees. And if the price comes down to 1340, you lose 40 rupees, right? So this is what is called linear payoff. When you buy a stock, your pay risk is also, the profit and loss is absolutely linear. The price goes up, you make profit, and price goes down, you lose. Now, when it comes to options, it is not linear. Okay, that is the interesting part. That makes the whole option thing completely different and interesting. Now, let's see how. Now, let's take the same example, HDFC Bank, 27th May, 1380 call option at 20 rupees. The same example. Okay. Now, say till on 27th of May, the price of the stock does not go anywhere. It remains at 1380, right? So this contract is not be useful. This contract is not going to be profitable, isn't it? Because on the day of the expiry, 27th of May, the price of the stock also 1380, and this contract also strike price is 1380. It means there is no profit in this contract. But still you have paid 20 rupees to buy this particular contract, isn't it? So therefore, if on the day of the expiry, the price is 1380, you lose 20 rupees, right? Now, if on the day of the expiry, price goes to 1390 rupees, 1390. So on this contract, you make 10 rupees profit, right? Because 1390 is the spot price, 1380 is the strike price. You make 10 rupees profit, but you have paid a premium of 20 rupees, isn't it? You have already spent 20 rupees, but you are earning only 10 rupees from this contract at 1390. So still you lose 10 rupees. Your loss is still 10 rupees, right? Now, if the price is at 1400 rupees on the day of the expiry, this contract gives you a profit of 20 rupees, and that 20 rupees is the premium that you have paid. It means how much you earn from the contract is equal to the premium that you have paid. So essentially, you are in no profit, no loss. Am I right? So this is what is called break even. So although you bought the contract at 1380, but you achieve your break even only when price goes to 1400 rupees. Now, above 1400 rupees, this is going to be all your profit. If price goes to 1410 rupees, your profit will be 10 rupees. Because you are making 30 rupees profit on the contract, you spend 20 rupees as a premium, and your profit is 10 rupees. If the price goes to 1420, your profit is going to be 20 rupees. If the price goes to 1430, your profit is going to be 30 rupees. Right? Now, let's look at the downside. Now, if the price goes down, to 1370, okay? Now, this contract is again useless because this contract gives you the right to buy at 1380, but the spot price is 1370. So should you use this contract? No, you are not supposed to use this contract, right? Because this contract gives you the right to buy at 1380. So this contract becomes null and void. It's useless, worthless. So since this contract becomes worthless, the maximum that you lose is the premium, right? That is what you lose. Your loss is 20 rupees. Now, if the price goes down to 1360, again, the contract becomes useless and you lose the premium, right? And price goes to 1350, your loss is only the premium. Price goes to 1340, your loss is only the premium. Even if the price goes to 1000 rupees, right? Fallen by 380 rupees, still your loss is only 20 rupees. And that is the beauty. Your profit could be unlimited. As high as the price keeps on going up, your profit will keep on going up. But if the price falls, your loss is only limited to this 20 rupees. And therefore, we do not get a linear payoff curve for a call option. You get like this. Can you see that? It is the payoff graph of a call option buyer from the buyer's perspective. Okay, I hope this point is clear to you. Now, let's quickly see from the seller's perspective. Now, in case of sellers, if the spot price is 1380, the contract is going to be useless and his profit is going to be 20 because he starts with profit, right? The buyer of the contract starts with loss, the premium that he have paid. But the seller of the contract starts with profit, the premium that he have received. So he received a premium of 20 rupees, that is his profit, if the contract become useless. Now, as long as, as long as the price keeps going up, 1390, 1400, he start losing money on the contract, right? But still, now look at 1400 rupees. This contract is, from the seller's perspective, this contract, he is losing 20 rupees in this contract because the buyer is making 20 rupees profit. So seller is losing 20 rupees profit if the price goes to 1400 rupees, isn't it? So therefore, his loss of 20 rupees on the contract is equal to the premium that he has already received right at the beginning. So effectively, he is at break even, no profit, no loss at 1400. But if the price keeps going up and up and up, his losses will keep on going up and up and up from the seller's perspective, right? So his profit is limited, price keeps on going higher and higher and higher, his loss is going to go higher and higher and higher. Now, on the other hand, if the price falls, then this contract is going to be useless. In fact, below 1380, this contract is going to be worthless. Now, irrespective of whether the price goes down, his profit is only limited to 20 rupees. So that is what is the payoff graph from the seller of the option. From the seller's perspective, he makes only limited profit, that is 20 rupees, and that too he makes only when the price goes down. And when the price goes up, his loss could be unlimited, right? Now, this is, I'm sure many of you might be thinking that why not buy options then, call option, instead of selling a call option? Many of you might be thinking like that, right? Of course, there's a different angle to it, which we can explain afterwards. Now, of course, this is what is an example here. Now, let's come to the concept of put option, guys. Okay, I'm sure you have learned about call options now.